Today, Balamurali sir will be speaking. Sir, over to you, sir.
Namaskaram to all. So today we'll discuss about the famous two things, Abhyasam and Vairagyam, practice and detachment. Just we are going to see from a layman's point of view so that we understand a different kind of perception. Let's have it. So I'll just share the screen. We'll have a question answer session at the end. In between, it will be a little interactive. So if you ask any question, you are free to answer it. So Abhyasam and Vairagyam is covered in the sutras from 1.12 to 1.16. So this is one thing which all of us do. You may be wondering how come it is possible, because Abhyasam is not easy, very difficult. Vairagyam, very, very difficult. But how come the caption says everyone does all the time? We'll see that. So this is a complete flow chart of Samadhi Pada. You see here the different colors indicate grouping of that sutras related to that topic or heading. If you come here in the center portion, the heart of the flow chart, where you have practice and detachment. Number 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 talks about Abhyasam and Vairagyam. There is one more sutra which is connected to it very much, is 20th one, 1.20, Shraddha, faith, which is also connected to Abhyasam. But we are going to see today from 12 to 16 only. So if you want to zoom and see, the 12th sutra says practice and detachment will lead you to the state of yoga. Then 13 and 14 talks about practice, 15 and 16 talks about detachment. So these 5 sutras are very, very important, both for our personal practice point of view and also to understand what is it. Now this will be like surprise, maybe pleasant surprise. Like every one of us are sincerely doing our practice. That too all the time. Yes, it is true. Now let's see what are our daily practices. Okay. Every one of us practice. Any of you not practicing every day? You will see, no, sometime I practice, sometime I'm so busy. I do little practice, and sometimes no practice. Okay. So no practice. Now everyone practice? Maybe some of us say yes and some say no. And we will see what is that we are practicing. Don't take us means people in the group. In general, people practice all of this, right? Any of us not practicing any of these things? Let's leave the extreme ones. Food. Yeah, very fond of food. Mobile, coffee, shopping. Leave other things at least. We are in yoga. So we always do this practice, right? Not only this, so much. We never miss a day. Have you missed any day? One day without phone. Can we practice one day? Very difficult. No, I'm going to office. I'm studying. Yes, we practice earning money. We never stopped, right? Have you ever stopped? If you take any animal, if the stomach is full, it will not think about even the next meal, where it comes. But we have saved a lot, or we are in the process of saving for not only this generation, many generations to come. We want to be so safe. No, I'm studying, I'm intellectually, I'm just learning more. Yes, that is also practice. You start reading only first the one course is over, you want to do other course. You want to do UG, then PG, then PhD. We are doing all these practices very sincerely. And every day we are doing. Now, the effect cannot exist without a cause. True. This is not, we are not talking about yoga. The moment we say yoga, many people think it is not science. Let's say scientific community point of view, effect cannot exist without a cause. Let's see few effects. This is effect. That means he's a scientist. What is the cause of to become a scientist? He would have worked hard, practiced every day. He used to sacrifice many things, but he will put his mind all the time, right from school days onwards, studying, put all the interest. Then you become a great scientist in your area of work. No, I'm not studying type. I'm playing type. Yes. Effect to become MS Dhoni. What should be the cause? He was practicing all the time. He used to take part in all the tournaments, winning games, and all the practices what he did made today as Dhoni or a scientist or whomever it is. We are only seeing the effect. There is a practice behind every person. What we are today, it is because of the practice what we carried out all our life. From the day we are born, we are practicing. Today we are here. Now let's take a normal person, an average person. Okay. What is the effect? Can anyone say what is the effect? The effect is very common to all of us. We have seen effect earlier in the last slide. For a normal person, what is the effect? Can you show the expression? Somebody willing to switch on the camera and show what will be the expression? It's very easy expression. All of us know we are master in showing that kind of expression. Anybody, can you guess? Oh my God, I'm seeing this every day, right? We are seeing, we are feeling, we are living. We are in negative state of mind, always depressed, always worrying about what I don't have. Correct? Now, this is the effect. When this is the effect we are facing today, how much practice we would have done on this? Correct? Right from school onwards, we are practicing how to be more stressful, how to get more result, what I like. And it's not only my effort, including my parents, in this noble path to get depressed, all my parents, family, friends, everybody helping me. We are helping each other, not even the yoga sadhakas are matched to it. You know, the yoga sadhakas always help each other to grow spiritually. They are nothing in front of the help what we are doing here. It is both self-help as well as the outside help. People are so fond of helping to get depressed. We practice this, all the negative emotions, right? The depression, doubt, shame, sadness, fear, frustration, guilt, whatnot. This is a small list. We have n number of lists. And we don't forget to practice this every day. Very sincerely, we are practicing it. Now, you decide what you want, correct? In our life, maybe after school days, when you enter college, you are partially free from the family or the society. When you finish your college and got your job, you're totally free, right? It's left to us. It's my life. Oh, nowadays, people are so much free in the school itself. So you decide what you want. But what I want, I should fix the destination. I should do practice accordingly. Now, the problem is we are got into a place and we are not accepting this is what practice I done. You know, I'm eating amla fruit every day. Okay, it's, you know, somebody said, it's, no, I don't like the taste. Somebody likes it. It doesn't matter. Nothing wrong with any fruit, correct? But if I need a mango, I should have a mango tree. But I have a amla tree, but I expect mango and start cursing the tree. Like, you know, the tree is very bad. No, it is not sweet. See, somebody is eating mango. I am not getting mango. Who sowed the seed? I sowed the seed long time back. Now it is coming. I'm eating and I'm complaining about life. So you decide the destination. We have to decide, every one of us. Accordingly, I should do my practice. Okay, today I felt I have a bitter fruit. I need a sweet fruit. If I take decision today, let me decide what fruit I want. What is my destination? Accordingly, we can change our practice if you are willing from today onwards. Whatever we sincerely practice, we will get expertise, right? Today, we are all stressed out. Today, if even for the physical ailments, if you go to a doctor, many diseases are unknown. They will say it is because of your stress. Till 40, 50 years before, the modern science never believed there is a connection between mind and body. Now they strongly say the mind and body are very much connected. That is what the yogic science were telling for a long time. Both are connected. So every day I practice all the negative emotion, I end up being stressful. Is there anyone lived your life one day without stress? Nobody, none of us can raise our hands. What is stress? I'm unable to handle the situation, right? Why am I unable to handle? I am not keeping this body and mind to its fullest efficiency. I don't know how to use it. If I don't know how to use it as most sophisticated gadget, I tend to suffer. There is no way. I want to change from negative. Just follow for next few days from negative to positive emotions. You mostly, this one gratitude, this plays a lot of role. If you start living in gratitude, all the positive things will follow. If you start practicing from today onwards, all the positive thing, then tomorrow, this will be the effect. So change the cause, the effect also will change. It is possible. So how to make it? No, I am in totally negative side. How to make it to positive? Because you should see here, only the direction is wrong. We all of us have intensity, intention, willingness to practice, correct? We are practicing something wrong. The attitude of practice is not missing. Only the direction needs to be corrected. So what we should do? Take a U-turn. U-turn? Yes, U-turn. Every one of us has to turn. When I take a U-turn, it's only the direction is going to change, but all my other things will be there. I can keep it. Those are good qualities. Only the direction is wrong. So what this great person says, Bruce Lee, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. So practice is the same thing. You do something repeatedly again and again and again and again, you gain mastery over it. Today I did 100 asanas. Is that a practice? No, I do every day 5 asanas. Every day without fail. That is practice. It's not about the number of things you follow, but that you follow every day consistently all the time. And all of us know what is right, what is wrong, right? Nobody is here say, I don't know what is right. So knowing is not enough. We must apply. Many of us are all yoga teachers. We know yoga. We know everything. But the problem is we do not apply. Willingness is not enough. We must do it. So practice is you keep on doing it. Unless until we do, it will not become a practice. Can I answer this question? Anyone? Anyone? How much time it will take for you to get distracted? Anything? If somebody wants to distract you from this session. Yes, ma'am?
Yeah. Within 2 minutes.
Within fraction of seconds, Namaste ji, within fraction of seconds, we get distracted. I get distracted.
Super, sir. Everyone, sir. Please don't take credit. No, we all share. And we are all much expert than you getting distracted. Right? No one can compete with each other. Now, why? Have you ever thought why it takes very less time to get distracted? Why?
So maybe we are not interested in that activity, or something more fascinating is attracting us. So our mind is jumping here and there.
Okay. Correct. One of the reasons. The main thing is every day what we practice, We practice distraction only. Have we ever practiced attention every day? We want to do multitasking. If we want to do many things at a time, we are unable to stay focused, including watching TV. How many of us watch TV for 15 minutes without changing the channel? Like we want to watch 3 movies at a time, 2-3 programs at a time. Always we practice our mind and distraction. Every day practicing to distract. Right. Now we have become master of distraction. Now nobody has to take any effort to distract us. We are that way only. Little thing comes. One person passes hereby, I'll just get distracted. I know who is passing, but still I get distracted. So it takes very less time. This is the time we need to change our practice. Already we are doing, let's change the practice. Now if any of you, I'll just play this small video. If you get the audio, please show me thumbs up, either by video on or you can show thumbs up there, okay? Just watch it, then we'll continue. So what is it we have seen? What concepts can you relate?
Effortless.
Effortless.
Enjoying the practice. Enjoying the practice.
Correct. More than that.
Shows their attention to the whatever activity they're doing. If they got distracted, definitely they would have skipped the practice. They would have done any mistake.
Very nice, very nice. But people tend to distract, right? People trying to appreciate. If somebody appreciate us, we'll be just seeing them, right? You can see them, their body. Yes, ma'am. Somebody wants to say something?
No, sir. No, sir.
So their body is here, the eyes are here, everything is here facing the audience. We can see 100% they have practiced. Without practice, we can't even imagine what they are doing, little kids. But apart from practice, something called vairagyam is also there, which we always miss to notice. What is vairagyam? Detachment. Detachment means, normally people think detachment means going away from the family, getting detached. No, give me very meager food. I don't want to dress. I don't want to take bath. I don't want to do anything because I'm so detached. That is not detachment. That is not involving with life. You are dead. If you live like that, it is as good as you are dead. Detachment means you focus on your goal. Don't get distracted by your distraction. Now for these little kids, what are the distraction? People around them. Huge distraction for them, right? People appreciate, people say, just jump in joy. But you see them, they are very focused. If you ask them after the end of the program, how many people appreciated you? Have you seen? They say, no. I was focusing internally. Focusing on my goal and not getting distracted is detachment. Not detachment from the result or the end product, my objective. I stick to my objective, but I do not get distracted. I get detached from all the distractions. Now this is vairagyam. So I'm just climbing a ladder to reach a point. Now we are all yoga sadhakas. We are doing yoga to reach a point. Maybe we know it's towards mukti, moksha, self-realization, or no, I do not know about it. I want to do meditation. I want to get into samadhi. It doesn't matter wherever we want to go. That is our goal. Whatever we know today, the highest, that is my goal. If I start climbing, if somebody try to pull me, or try to distract me, I should get detached from them. Is this not our everyday struggle? A long tug of war with all that distracts me in our life. You take all the negative habits or the negative attitudes and feelings and thinking, it tried to pull me all the time. Not even one day I am 100% happy all the time. If one day we are unhappy, it's quite common, right? One day you can be off. You can be off the road. It happens. But not even one day I'm able to be happy. Now it's a great blunder. Because this war is going on and I am unable to withstand it. So when we practice and get detached, when I excel in Abhyasam and Vairagyam, these will still pull me, but I have much, much bigger strength to withstand it. It will be effortless. So practice and detachment gives a unique dimension. It's a sure path to get into whatever we want. We normally use this practice and detachment in materialistic world. If somebody becomes a CEO of a company, or somebody start a business, they were working and now they started business and they are running, or somebody excel in their own field. They also do practice every day. The practice is towards their goal. And they also get detached. When you are focused on your business, you will sacrifice many things. Whatever personal things, whatever the so-called big things, going to cinema, going outing, all those things you sacrifice and you are fixed with your goal. That means you are getting detached from all the distractions. They are doing, we already know, we already practice and we already detach. But only thing is we need to make it to spiritual. So it is a successful formula. Every one of us have found this Abhyasam and Vairagyam has brought us, every one of us, to this level only because Abhyasam and Vairagyam. But how to make it spiritually, that to change the direction, that is the only thing we need to work out. So to know more about detachment, a small story. So there was a king. This king is so attached to all the gold, all the jewels, diamond, whatever he has. So he always used to wear all the time. He's so happy because being a king and he wants to show, he cannot move outside without the makeup and all the ornaments. So he also spiritually inclined. So he also respect all the sadhus, yogis and all. So one day he saw a yogi and he thought of giving something very valuable to the yogi. So whatever the king considered valuable, he will give, right? So he collected all the valuable things, whatever he had, and he put it in a box and he told yogi, Master, please, you need to accept it. Please use this for anything, whichever you feel right, because you are a great yogi. And please take it. So he said to yogi, the yogi said, no, I will not take. So he said, you are a great yogi and detached from all the treasures of the materialistic world. How this is possible? Because the king found it very difficult to detach from all these things because he loved all the jewels. But when he gave, which a yogi cannot imagine, such an amount of gold, diamonds and all those things, but the yogi refused it. He said, I don't need it. So king was surprised. How come somebody can refuse 1 or 2 gold coins or few, but somebody, how they can refuse the treasure? So he said, like, how this is possible? The yogi said, okay, come to me after some time. So the yogi said, I'll be there in this certain place. You come and meet me after a few days. So after a few days, the king went and met a yogi. He asked the same question. The yogi said, I'm not doing anything great. In fact, you are doing much bigger than me. He said, O king, you are much higher than me and doing great things, which are impossible for me to do. The king was so happy. Oh, is it really? I was thinking more great about me all the time, but now you confirmed it. So what is that, master? Please tell me. Then the yogi wants to open other dimensions of life to him. So he said, when God, the real and infinite treasure, is everywhere, you are so great that you are capable of getting detached from him and be happy with this little gold. When God is there, he is the ultimate treasure. When he is there, you are able to ignore him and keep your mind only on few things which attracts you. So you are so great. So this made the king to think the depth of this answer. And no, the story goes like how he turned spiritually later. So this is to say, we always miss the so obvious thing. What is the obvious thing? We are getting birth and we are going to die. These two are for sure. One happened without my conscious thing. Other is going to happen in front of me. But we don't know the answer of it. And we don't know how to live. Forget about these two. And there are so obvious things happening. We try to miss it because it is so close. That which is so close to me is me. I miss myself, right? I can miss my friend. I can miss my school, college, office. That's okay, fine. It is outside. That which is in me, inside me, we call as Purusha, soul or Atma. That is right here. I miss it every day, every moment. If this is somewhere else in the moon or sun, I can miss, right? Because I need to go there and search for it. I don't have time. The distance is so much, I cannot go. There is a logic. But that something which is throbbing here, right here, with me all the time, I miss myself. So detachment is getting detached, keeping away from things. That is distracting us, not the goal. So Abhyasam and Vairagyam will always help us to get into the right direction, provided if we keep a goal towards spirituality. Whatever spiritually we feel appealing to us now, we have to keep it and do Abhyasam towards it, keep Vairagyam on it. Now, what is the purpose of Abhyasam and Vairagyam? Anyone? Can you tell what is the purpose of Abhyasam, Vairagyam? Practice and detachment. Why should I do it?
Progress. Progress.
Progress. Any other answer? Progress to what? Maybe spiritually?
Towards the goal.
Towards the goal. What else? Any other answer?
Yeah, it helps us to reach our goal.
Okay. What is the goal?
Goal, I think it is depends on person to person, and it can be a spiritual goal, or can be self-realization, can be your goal for some people, or reaching a particular thing which you wanted to achieve.
Okay. Let's take spiritual thing. Self-realization. I don't know anything about self-realization. How to convince? Somebody just started getting into yoga. He read Yoga Sutra. What is the purpose of Abhyasam Vairagyam? Where it is coming? In Samadhi Pada. Before Abhyasam Vairagyam, what it comes? Vrittis. Before Vrittis, what is the definition of yoga? Chitta Vritti Nirodha. The purpose of Abhyasam and Vairagyam is Chitta Vritti Nirodha. I want to control the activities of my mind. I want to master my mind. For that, the first tool, how to avoid Chitta Vrittis and get into the state of yoga, the first thing is Abhyasam and Vairagyam. Correct? That's the first tool. If you do Abhyasam and Vairagyam, your activities will come under your control. You can use it the way you want. Now, the activities are using me, right? I have an equipment. I have a car. The car goes in all directions, wherever it wants to go. It is not going the way I want to go. This is very bad. Now I am doing Abhyasam and Vairagyam so that I drive the car. The car should not drive me. I should drive it, right? Now, what is the use of asana? What is the use of asana? What is the use of pranayama? What is the goal of it? What is the purpose of asana? The subtle purpose. We can say the benefit, right? It gives flexibility, it gives strength. Yes, Ramya, ma'am.
So I think for me to sit in meditation or any thing, only when you do asana, and it will help you to sit in a longer duration in that posture. One thing is that, and body and mind are related. So when you can control your body posture, you can have a control of your mind. And pranayama is like the breathing thing, so which will also help us to have a control of our mind.
So dhyana, we'll say dhyana is our goal. What is the purpose of dhyana?
Yeah.
What is the purpose of dhyana?
Dhyana is to more, I think, according to me, just to know yourself more, to go inward.
Yes.
That is I consider as Dhyana.
That is ultimate truth.
Okay.
The purpose of all these things is also Chittavritti Nirodha, up to Dharana. The goal is dhyana, but you see from yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, the purpose is Chittavritti Nirodha. To stop the activities of the mind or to master the activities of the mind. You may ask, how asana can help me to control the activities of the mind? Can anyone say how asana can help me to control the activities of the mind? Asana helps me to keep my body fit. I get a lot of energy. How it actually control the mind?
Our focus returns from outside to inside towards our body. Like
How
many
my-
things may be distracting us. When you get into practice on the mat, you will start focus and your awareness will be on your body, like how my limbs are moving, how like each and every sensations in our part of my body is changing. That kind of awareness we can bring in. So
Yes.
so then the distractions around me, like my mind will be thinking of something else, like sometime maybe eating or something. But when I start practicing, I bring my focus towards my body and my activity and my practice.
Okay.
So that will happen.
So if I go to gym and do the same thing with complete focus, will I get Chittavritti Nirodha?
Now, to add on to what she said, sir, important aspect of asana, we are also bringing in awareness to the breath, which is very important. So,
What way the breath helps for Chittavritti Nirodha, ma'am?
see, suddenly we cannot sit and say, I will look at my thoughts or I will look at my mind. We need to prepare towards that. So, we are first starting with the body. See, the way I would like to tell is, normally, see, when we have not been doing yoga practice, I have been aware of my body only when I am sick, I can say, or when I am having pain. Okay, my leg is paining, or here the shoulder stiffness is there. But asana, when we do body, when we bring in awareness to the body, I'm just sharing what I experience. I found that a more positive awareness to the body we are able to bring in. That is one part. And as we bring in awareness to the breath also, first of all, even if I'm not able to keep the awareness on my body or breath, how can I, say I will work on my mind and do meditation? So step by step,
Keeping
we are moving in here for towards that chittavritti, because chittavritti is a very big thing. Everyone may not be able to work on it directly.
no, focusing on the mind on breath or breath, how it helps to remove Chittavrittis or to reduce Chittavrittis? That is the question. We know whatever you said is right. Perfect. We have to focus. There is a breath component which is not there in the gym or exercise. Now, how come focusing on the breath affects my Chittavritti? The more we focus on the breath, what happens? The consequence. The more we focus on the breath, the more we follow the breath in an asana, the number of breaths are coming down.
Actually, there is a close relation between breath and our mind. Chale vate, chale chittam, nischale, nischalam bhavet. How our mind, in that way, our breath works.
Yes.
That's why we have to work on our breath first.
That is what in asana we are keeping breath, because the more you are conscious about your breathing in the asana, you can see the breath rate is coming down. In fact, in asana, they will say your heartbeat should not increase. Whatever asana you do, maybe excluding Surya Namaskar, that is used for both the purpose. Otherwise, if you do an asana, your heartbeat should not go up. Why? If my heartbeat goes up, my breath will increase. If my breath will increase, my mind will go all the places. If the breath is disturbed, my mind gets disturbed. Why can't I do asana fast? Very good, we can do it. We get all health benefits. Physical benefits, we get it. But spiritual thing will not happen. Why? Because the more I use the body very fast, my mind will become very fast. When you start running, you see, you become so sharp. You know where to jump, where to run fast. You're running fast. You know what is the obstacle. You observe everything and go. Very carefully you will run. You become so sharp. When you sit and close eyes, Now you see the breath comes down, your activity, mind activity also will come down. So if you consciously allow the breath to reduce in the asana, it will affect the mind. So mind activities will come down. Maybe from 10 lakh activity, it will come to 1 lakh activity. Still it is more, but we are able to reduce so much. That's why we say the conscious breathing, the moment we focus on our breath, just keeping a focus, an eye on the breath itself, reduce the number of breaths, right? That we can see. The moment we watch our breath, it comes down. So it is all related to Chitta Vritti. So from Yama to Dharana, it is under me. I can do the practice. With practice and detachment, I can do. It is in my hands, things we can do. But Dhyana and Samadhi is not in my hands. Dhyana is the consequence of all the practices I have done. I don't know when I will get Dhyana into meditation. If I do Dharana, one day I will blossom. When the fruit will come, when the flower will come, we don't know. If you start nurturing the roots, the fruits will happen. Fruits are the consequence of you nurture the roots. So practice and detachment is directly connected to Yama to Dharana. That after that leads to Dhyana. Of course, after Dhyana, Samadhi, the practice and detachment continues, but this we have a direct influence on it. Now there are 5 sutras we are going to see. So 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, the 12th sutra says practice and detachment will lead to the path of yoga, lead to the state of yoga. The natural question, if you don't know what is it, what will ask as a disciple? Somebody said practice and detachment will lead you to the state of yoga. Then the question is, what is practice? So what is practice in 13? Next question will be, how to do the practice? That will be the 14. Then what is detachment? There are 2 detachment, lower detachment, higher detachment. Apara vairagyam, para vairagyam. This is what explained in these 5 sutras. Now, the 12th sutra says, Abhyasa Vairaghyam-yoga tannirodha. Abhyasa, practice, Vairagya, detachment, tannirodha. Nirodha. Nirodha has many meanings. So we say Nirodha is stopping, cutting, mastering, or even Nirodha can be used towards as yoga, union. So here, stopping, cessation of activities of the mind. You're talking about Chitta Vritti Nirodha. That is the state of yoga. So you can reach the state of yoga by Abhyasa and Vairagya. Practice and detachment leads you to the state of yoga. Now, you can see in the picture, now somebody is playing football. Without practice, he cannot get this kind of expertise to kick a ball by diving in the air by one leg. Without practice, it is unimaginable. Now, how the detachment? How will you connect detachment here? Can anyone say? With the picture, related to the picture, what is that detachment here? Detachment from all the disturbances. You can see the stadium is empty. In his mind, the stadium is empty. Then only he can play. If he keep on listening to the comments, whatever is coming, if he keep on paying his attention to outside, he cannot play the game. So in his mind, there is nothing remain except him and the ball. And his focus is to hit the goal. Only 3 things. The object is there in front of him. He wants to hit it towards his destination. So he gets detached from all the distractions. So what is practice? Tatra stitau yatno abhyasah. Tatra, that. Stitau, steadiness. Yatno, right direction, right effort. That is called practice. Practice is that. You can say something as practice when you are steady and putting your effort in right direction. This one good definition is here. Practice is basically the correct effort required to move toward, reach, and maintain the state of yoga. You know, we can also move towards something, but sustaining that place is very difficult. And maintaining or sustaining that place is very difficult. All of us, most of us can do Sarvangasana, right? Or Shesasana. You can do it. How long you can stay there? Sustaining that asana in the final position takes a lot of effort and expertise. Correct? So that is also practice. Reaching a goal is also practice. Staying at the goal is also practice. Whatever you want to go beyond, that is also practice. So practice is that which have steadiness and right effort, right direction. You want to practice for cricket. You can't go to a football stadium, right? If you go to a football ground, that is wrong direction, wrong effort. So you have to be steady in your practice all the time and also at right direction. So for a cricket, what is the practice? What is the goal of a cricketer, especially a batsman? He want to hit 100. Moving towards hitting 100, reach 100, maintain the state. Don't get out. After 100, don't throw your bat. Try to do some kind of circus and try to hit sixer and get out. A good batsman will not do. He will try to progress beyond till the match ends or till he wins. He will start playing. So this is what Abhyasam. Not only reaching, you reach it and you stay there. If possible, whatever above, you go beyond. How to do it? It's very difficult. How to reach, how to stay. So Satu Dirghakala Nairantarya Satkara Adara Asevito Drada Bhumihi. Drada Bhumihi. That means how you can call a practice is firmly established. I can say this is, I'm established in my practice. How and when I can call is that practice, Satu, Dirghakala, long period of time, Nairantarya, continuous. Long period, no, I did yoga for 5 years. No, 5 years, lifelong. After that, no break. Nairantarya, continuous. I do yoga, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I do 3 times a week. No, every day. That's what continuous. Satkara, with sincerity, dedication, adara, eagerness, asevito, with enthusiasm. We need to cultivate that attitude. When you do all these things, then only the practice will be firmly established. It's not easy. The practice, if you want it to get established, you have to do all these things. So the same batsman, how to do the practice, correct practice? Practice in net for a long time. No interruption, right? Today, Sunday, holiday, I will not go to net practice. No. You have to go without interruption, with a positive attitude and with your willingness. It is not like somebody made me to play here. I chose this. I found my well-being lies here. It is my decision. So I should have that willingness and positive attitude to do that. Then only the correct practice can happen. For many people, the practices initially, they are excited, right? The first day of yoga, first week of yoga, I will call everyone, I joined the yoga class. It is fantastic. You should also do it. We start recommending people and very joyfully we start practicing. But after some time, we lose interest. Not only in yoga, everything, many things. We start with great enthusiasm, but after some time, no interest in it, losing it. So the commentators say it may take many births to attain. You don't worry about the result. No, I'm doing practice for 5 years, nothing happening. We will see that in the end of the slide, end of the presentation, if time permits. I am taking many births. I may take many births, but still I should not leave the practice. Don't expect any result, immediate or long term. Because I chose this for my well-being. Whether it happens or not, I'm least bothered. I will see this benefit only after 10 births. Is that okay? We in yoga, we believe in always the future births, right? It's a long marathon. I should not expect any immediate result. Something may happen. It's okay. If something doesn't happen, it doesn't matter. What kind of baggage I'm carrying, what karma I carry. It may be like a solid stone. It takes long time to dissolve it. Somebody have a very soluble material, so they dissolve immediately. I may take more time, it doesn't matter, but still practice will work, or practice and detachment will work. So what they say is, you have to be loving to your practice. That means if how a mother feels if a child comes late from school, a mother feel out of love, she will be very impatient. She'll be expecting when my kid will reach. Like that, we should feel love towards our practice. When I should do the practice, I'm just waiting for tomorrow morning to do my practice. Something like that should come. Even if we take a simple asana pranayama as everyday routine, even that. But what we call practice here is, mentally 24/7. About what? Thinking about my ultimate well-being. About, they say, one of the commentators say, every day you need to practice many times that this is Purusha, that is Prakriti. Though I do not have any experience about Purusha, I know only maximum body and mind, right? Every one of us has experience on 2 things. One is body and mind. I should always try to tell myself what I am is Purusha. And this is separate from Prakriti. Thinking like this also is a practice. We have to do it continuously. So detachment. There are two, apara vairagyam, para vairagyam. Lower detachment, higher detachment. For all of us, lower detachment is the highest detachment. Like, no, I can do higher. What it says, what is lower detachment? Drashta anushravika, vishaya vitrishnasya, vashikara sanya vairagyam. Drashta anushravika. Whatever I hear, I see, whatever I can perceive through my senses, any object, vishaya. Vitrishnasya, I should not have any craving, no thirst. If I don't have any thirst for whatever I perceive, then vashikara samya, that is called mastery. You are mastered. That means you are not pulled by all those things. That is vashikara samya. That is the mastery in vairagyam, detachment. You gain mastery in controlling all those objects in your mind. So mastery with full awareness of no craving for the objects is called detachment. That means no object should pull you. People always say, when Sunday comes, normal person, they say like, morning they wake up late. And if you ask, no, is it not my freedom? I have full freedom to wake up. All the 6 days I work, I just one day. And they say, wake up, I need a coffee. We'll say, no, just take coffee after Sunday. No, I want coffee. These are all attachment. See, if it is freedom means what? Freedom means one Sunday you get up at 8 o'clock. Next Sunday you get up at 4 o'clock. Next Sunday you get up at 6 o'clock. Freedom means when I execute different things at my will. That is freedom. If I do same thing again and again all the time, is it freedom? I am attached to it. One day you take coffee, one day you don't take coffee. One day you take coffee at 6 o'clock, another day take coffee at 4 o'clock, another day take coffee at 10 o'clock. This we can call as freedom, right? Whenever I wake up or in the weekdays, 6 o'clock morning, I need coffee. This is not freedom. I am addicted to it. The addiction, the big truth is, I am not sure whether I get happiness or not. If I have coffee, there is no guarantee I will get happiness or not. But if I don't take coffee, I will get suffering. You see that? If they don't take coffee at 6 o'clock, huge suffering. That is pulling them to do. So the attachment with the thing is, we are not sure whether this gives happiness or not. But if it leaves me, I'm worried a lot. And that is controlling me. So detachment is, those objects should be under your control. You should not be in the control of the coffee. So what is a detachment for a batsman? He also have a lot of friends. The friends may call you, for a evening outing, and they want to go out for a dinner, eat food and go to cinema and all those things. No, he's not interested. He should not be interested. If he has a match another 10 days or a week time, very important match, he will keep his practice. He should be detached from all these distractions, because these things will not help him to attain his goal. What is his goal? To hit a century, right? For that, these things will not help. It will drain his energy. So he has to save that and put his attention and time into what helps him. So do the practice. Get detached from all these things. So if these things are not pulling you, then you are into mastery over the lower vairagyam. These are lower detachment. This means you need to go beyond likes and dislikes. Raga, dvesha. Raga, attachment, dvesha, hatred. You should not have likes and dislikes. When your goal is fixed, you go beyond it so that you reach your goal. So we have seen the first slide. You get detached from all these things. This is apara vairagyam. That means you are keeping a distance from all the objects and to your mind. Correct? These things are there, but not affecting my mind. I am keeping a distance between all these objects and my mind. I can clearly think that is different. I am different. That cannot influence me. This is apara vairagyam. We will not discuss this. I think we'll not have time. This example. We'll get into para vairagyam. Tatparam purushakyatehe gunavai trishnyam. What is higher vairagyam? When you are away from all the desires of the mind, there we have seen all the objects are away from my mind. I am there, my mind is there. All the objects are away from me. The object is away from my mind. That is apara vairagyam. In para vairagyam, my mind itself away from me. Because we know for sure we are not the body, we are not the mind, right? Surely I am not the body. Body is my vehicle. Like I gathered body, I gathered this mind. What is this mind? Mind is a collection of opinions, impressions, etc., etc., right from my parents to my friends to the society, my teacher, everyone. This is the garbage. Huge garbage here. I have not did anything. Those people have put everything. I just saved it. This is a collection of ideas and impressions of the society around me. That is also my gathering. This body is Annamaya Kosha. This is the gathering of all the food. I ate every day. I ate every day. The body became big. I put everything in my mind. My mind also became big. So you are not the mind. You are not the body. Both of yours. Both are your vehicle. Without body, without mind, you cannot travel in this world. But this is a vehicle. You are away from the vehicle. So what it says is, if you keep yourself away from your mind, all the desires of the mind, then we can call this as paravairagyam. How can I keep away from my mind? You see this second picture? First picture is aparavairagyam. Second is, you are here. In the first picture, the mind is with you. In the second picture, the mind itself away from you. This is paravairagyam. How it is possible? It is possible only something touches you inside. If you understand by vidya, there is soul, there is purusha, there is mukti, moksha, then slowly you start keeping your mind away from you. You know your mind is thinking, but you want to do differently. Now the word mind doesn't carry any big meaning. The English word mind, we say it is chitta. The English word mind, it may be saying whatever the cells function in the brain, but we say chitta is unlimited. That it takes long time to explain chitta. So as of now, it is mentioned as chitta. For ease of understanding, we are using the word mind. Whatever you assume now for the mind, it doesn't matter. But you keep that away from you, the so-called you. So if I want to control the activities, I need to know how to reduce it and stop it in many ways, right? For that, I need this paravairagyam. That means if I get knowledge about myself, first initially at least to gather some academic knowledge, so that it gives me, it inspires me to go in that direction. If I get that, slowly I can keep my mind away. If you get into apara vairagyam, you may fall. You know, many resolutions we took, we are not honoring everything, right? Many things we deviate. But if you get para vairagyam, this highest detachment, if you find something deeper inside you, beyond this body, beyond this mind, you will never fall back. Your path is guaranteed. So one who touched para vairagyam, no return to the cravings. You know, apara will naturally come. So it is absence of desire in all its forms. That means the mind comes under your control all the time. When you get paravairagyam, you become master of your own destiny. You will decide what I should do, what should happen to me, how I should experience the world. The world may throw unpleasant things at me. The world may throw a lot of sufferings to me. It doesn't matter. The pain comes, but how I give meaning to it. I can take everything as pleasure in my mind because I'm detached, right? The world is connected to me through two things. The world is connected with me through the body and through the mind. If both the things are only tools, I am not that. Will anything affect me? Will not affect, right? So this is what from 12 to 16. You know, it's a difficult thing here is the 14th one. How to do the practice. You know, they say like always you have to do your practice in a loving way. Any of us doing lovingly every day? The yoga practices, asana, pranayam. Morning, I just wake up with so much enthusiasm. I want to do asana. But they say you have to do like that. So just ponder on the question. When I do something without liking, anyway, I'm not doing abhyasam. But how to convert this without liking to with liking? If you just think over it, you get a lot of other dimensions revealed to you. Namaskar. Thank you. So any questions? Any questions? Any comments? I think all of us are in yoga, so this seems to be a very simple topic. So maybe you may not have questions. I understand.
Thank you for such a wonderful session, sir. I have one question, sir, or maybe it is a doubt or something. Maybe it is related to this or not. But I always wanted to ask if I'm practicing yoga daily, and if I don't practice one day, if I feel guilt, is that right? Or even is that kind of it's a kind of attachment to yoga? Is that, or what is it?
When you do a mistake, you should feel guilty, right? If I don't feel guilty of what I have done, a mistake, that means I'm not living as a human being. When I do any mistake, at least today, after the mistake, it should bother me. If it bothers me, there is something live inside, right? No, to avoid that bothering, many people will create their own philosophy. When I have my own philosophy, I can justify whatever I do as right. It is good. Something is bothering you. You are feeling guilty. You continue that. Don't do that next time. The more you feel guilty about it, you will try to avoid it in the future. If you don't feel guilty, if you justify, I have this thing that come, that only I left practice. Okay, today one thing has come. Tomorrow 4, 5 things, 10 things will come more important. You leave the practice. So nothing wrong in my opinion. Nothing wrong. If you do something wrong, the mind should bother you. It's bothering you. So you reduce that. We cannot say whether it is attachment or love initially. This is a question I want to answer. If you have a kid, okay? The kid like only sweet, right? But you need to give sometime medicine, bitter medicine. Now you're telling kid, without crying, please take this medicine. What will happen? The kids will cry. No, I don't want medicine. Let the cold be there. Let the fever be there. No, Amma, I will not take medicine. But you will say, no, you give it compulsorily. Now you tell me, today, if you get fever, if you as a mother or father, whom you get fever, will you cry for the medicine? You take it lovingly, right? Because when I get this fever or cold, how much I'm going to suffer, you do it. But initially, that is not possible. You need to do with force. But the love will come later. Love towards medicine will come later. Similarly, love towards yoga will come little later, the moment we get more knowledge. The kid don't have any knowledge about medicine. It is crying, I don't want. But the kid gets knowledge. When it gets matured, it will take the medicine. Because the suffering without medicine is much higher. What the medicine is going to give me, that consequence is very good. Similarly, one day we'll also feel nothing else is important in my life, only yoga. Whether you say as a daily practice or you practice inside all the time, it will come to us one day. Then slowly we will keep everything as priority number 2. The first priority is like brushing. This one, practice first. Then all the time, you think about whenever time possible about this. But this can be developed only by gaining vidya. Without spiritual knowledge, we do not know the direction. So it's very good to have a guilty. This is my view, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Any more questions? Yes, Gayatri ma'am, you want to say something?
No, sir. It was a wonderful session. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hariom Jansi, I think. Okay, I'll end the session.
Yeah, I'll end the session.
Okay. So the no question, we'll end the session. We'll just chant 3 times Om and end the session. Thank you all. Thank you. Hariom.
Thank you, sir.
Hari Om, sir.